Hello, loves, and welcome back to yet another Twitter Trend segment with me, Yolok Azikagi. Now, you might have seen that Werere Beach Hotel and Zanzibar have been trending. This was right after a young lady decided to share what her experience was like while she was on a solo vacation with them. So, I'll just give you guys a brief summary because it was quite a lengthy thread. So, I understand that some of you might have actually stopped halfway. So a young 23-year-old Nigerian lady had booked with the Werere Hotel in Zanzibar, Tanzania, so she could celebrate her 23rd birthday. This was, of course, like I said, a solo trip. She then tells us that during the early hours of her birthday, as she was deep in her sleep, she feels a man touching her. She then ignores this as she thought to herself, well, this might actually be a dream because no one is in this room with me, because from my understanding, I had locked the door. Furthermore, you guys, I am on a solo vacation, so kungaba kanjani ukuthi kunomuntu ongenile. She says she then went back to her sleep. She says, no man, this guy keeps on touching me and keeps on calling me baby. It's an entire human being, and like I said, he keeps on calling me baby and touching me. And she says because the lights were off, she could not really recognize this person, so the only thing she could actually do at the point was to touch him so that she would be able to at least identify this guy should she make it out of this situation, or when she does go to the police station to open a case. Oti at this point, she is really freaking out because she does not know whether this guy is carrying weapons with him or whether his plan is to strangle her. So therefore she cannot even scream, because should she scream, you guys, she doesn't know how angry this guy would be, and she doesn't even want to think of the end result should she try and fight this guy off. She also explains to us that there was a huge language barrier because the guy was not understanding English. He was speaking isiSwahili bafowethu, so he just was not understanding anything ebezama ukuyisho. She then tells us that the guy tries to jump on top of her as to insert his penis inside of her bafethu, and this is when she told the guy HIV in hopes that he would actually be freaked out. While to her surprise, the guy understood the word HIV as he was actually becoming hesitant, to even keep on touching her because he understood the word HIV. So uthi ngabambelela kuleli gama ke manje ukuthi sengizobambelela ku HIV manje, because it seems as though he becomes more hesitant as I keep on saying the word. Uthi ke, this is when the guy decided to actually leave the room as he was going to fetch a protection so that they could carry on. Just imagine, bafowethu, you are on a solo vacation and kunomuntu traumatized. So at this point, she looks around the hotel room. She does not see a phone. She does not see any intercom. Imagine this is at Zanzibar and she's not finding the phone. She's not seeing the intercom. This is when, she tried to actually reach out to Abantu, her friends back home in Nigeria, and tell them what is currently happening to her while she is in Zanzibar. Utige wazama escape, but unfortunately she was crawling because at this point she was not even trusting the security guys that were on duty that day, because what if it is one of them who was inside of her room bafowethu. She also says that there was no one by the reception. It was dead quiet. There was no one to help her by the reception. The only people that could help her was a young couple she met while she was having her breakfast that day, and they were so welcoming. They kept her in their room for the entire night until she could go to the police station the following day, Bafwethu, of which even at the police station she was not treated with warmth. The police station were dismissing lento ebezama ukubatshela yona ukuthi what had happened the night before. She then went to hospital to get tested. Fortunately for her, the results came back negative for rape, Bafethu. So the only case at that time she could open, that this is what the Tanzania police said to her, was a case of theft for the money she had lost, Bafethu. So she's really trying to raise awareness because she didn't get much help from those police, but she is still left with the trauma of that night, Bafethu. And I did see that a lot of influencers are also jumping in, trying to share this as much as they can. So I will just leave it here with this summary. I do believe that I touched on every important aspect of this thread that Ebeyisho or Sisi. So please do share with me your opinions down on the comment section, and thank you guys so much for listening to this thread. As I understand Wuthi Iyinde, like this video and also subscribe if you have not yet done so, and I will surely see you on my next upload. Bye.